One of the questions that I frequently get on my YouTube channel is, how can you post on YouTube if you live in China? If you didn't know, YouTube is blocked in China. No YouTube in China.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass in 7 jeans to religion. I say no, but they keep giving.
If you're watching me for the first time, you might not know that I live in Shanghai, which is the biggest city in China. And I mainly make vlogs about my daily life here in Shanghai, about being a student in Shanghai and all that. One of the questions that I frequently get on my YouTube channel is, how do you access Facebook if you live in China? And how can you even post videos if you live in China? I made this video called Shanghai is the best city on earth, and I still do believe that Shanghai is the best city on earth. And many comments that I got were, how can you say that if you can't even post this video that you made in Shanghai, since YouTube is blocked in China? Yes, you cannot access, technically, you cannot access YouTube in China. But let me tell you one thing, I do not go outside of the country every time I want to post a video on YouTube. So in this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about Chinese internet, about the Great Firewall of China. And yeah, I'm also gonna take you out because it's Friday, my classes got cancelled, but I still need to study. I have 2 assignments coming up next week, which I need to do. So yeah, come with me and I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. But first, breakfast. So breakfast at home is not gonna work because I'm living the real deal student life here. I literally have nothing in my fridge, and yes, we still have a Christmas tree, even though it's March. Just check out my fridge. I swear it's the saddest thing ever. This is my shelf. All I have is, I think this is too old, spinach and dragon fruit. Sad. Nina, I'm going to Vash. I see you there. 再见.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly.
If you don't know much about China, you might be wondering, why do I even have to make a whole video dedicated to internet in China and also to people that are loud? Many internet sites that we are used to use in the West are blocked here in China. So basically, if you land at Beijing airport or Shanghai airport or wherever you land in China, you're trying to access Google, you're trying to access Facebook, it doesn't work. You might think internet Wi-Fi doesn't work, but no, it's because these sites are blocked. As soon as you enter China, you cannot use Google, you cannot use Facebook, you cannot use YouTube, you cannot use Twitter, you cannot use New York Times. And actually recently many apps got blocked as well. Instagram doesn't work. WhatsApp doesn't work. In case you were wondering, this is my favorite restaurant in my neighborhood. Come here, recommend it. It's Yunnan food and I love Yunnan food, and it also reminds me that I did not have breakfast today and I'm so hungry. I got so excited talking about internet, I totally forgot about it. So this is where I'm heading, Vesh, favorite coffee shop in my neighborhood. Highly recommended. But first, lesson! I'm gonna get a baozi or a rice sandwich. We'll see how I feel. What rice sandwich do they even have? If they have salmon, I'm getting it. Oh yeah. Get this if you're in China. Highly recommended. Also get a baozi, which are like Chinese, these, like buns with fillings. I hope we have vegetarian one though. Some of the most popular websites in the West, like Facebook or Google, are blocked in China, and approximately 5,000 other websites are blocked in China as well. So you might probably be wondering, what does it mean? Does it mean that Chinese people don't use internet? The answer is no. Chinese people use internet all the time, just like we do in the West. There are actually 700 million internet users in China. China has the largest amount of internet users in the world, which makes sense because China is the largest country in the world. Basically, China has their own Google, which is called Baidu, their own YouTube, which is called Youku, their own WhatsApp / Instagram / basically everything else, which is called WeChat. So the truth is that they basically do the same things on the internet as we do in the West, just on their own Chinese websites, which are basically very similar to what we have. I made my own tripod. They must think I'm so weird, but my arms get tired. Another question that you might probably have is, do Chinese people know that all these websites are blocked in China? And the answer is yes. All Chinese people I talk to are perfectly aware of the fact that their government is controlling the internet. With that being said, of course, my Chinese is very poor, so the people I talk to here in China are people who speak English, which automatically makes them the more educated, the more aware, well-traveled part of this society. But of course, something that you have to understand is that China is developing so fast right now, and how do you call it? And the living standards in China are increasing at very fast speed. More and more people travel. That's also something really important to understand when you talk internet in China, because yes, internet in China is blocked, but China is not a closed country. China is an open economy. Chinese people are allowed to leave the country and go traveling wherever they want, which means whenever they leave the country, they can access internet. So what do Chinese people think about their government blocking access to internet? Everyone I personally talk to, which again, as I said, are of course a certain type of Chinese people, they're all not very happy with it. In my entire life, I talked to one Chinese person who tried to kind of like explain to me and justify why government does it, and her opinion was that government does it to protect them. I mean, we're all allowed to our own opinion, right? So what do they do? Do they just like stay away from Facebook? Like, how can you stay away from Facebook? No, I'm kidding. Like, can definitely stay away from Facebook. Like, who uses Facebook anymore but YouTube? How can you stay away from YouTube? And actually, I think a lot of people who watch my videos are Chinese, because actually a lot of them, they tell me they're Chinese. They're like, oh, I'm from Shanghai. I am so happy that you like my city, or I'm so happy that you enjoy living in China. So yes, there are a lot of Chinese people on YouTube as well. Which means that, do they all like go out of the country to access Facebook, or do they all just like live abroad? No. Foreigners and Chinese people living in China use VPN, which means, what does it actually mean? Virtual private networks. People use VPN to access all these sites that are blocked in China. So basically what VPN does for you is that it's something you download, it's something that you have on your computer, and what it does is that basically it makes it seems like your computer is located somewhere else. You can choose your location, you can choose Europe, US, wherever country you would like. I'm not good at technical stuff, but basically what happens is that it's your computer is not in China anymore. You can access whatever websites you want. Search, someone is filming me because I'm filming myself. Oh my god, it's awkward. Whatever. YOLO. The Chinese economy is developing so fast right now. I mean, so fast. There's a slowdown, but you know, it's developing. Well, all these foreign companies, they need to access whatever they need to access, which means that basically everyone uses VPN. Is VPN illegal? Well, I do not know that, but I know that one of the highest skyscrapers in China and in Shanghai, and one of the most beautiful ones according to me, Jinmao Tower, has its own like built-in VPN. Which means that as soon as you enter Jinmao Tower, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Google. You don't need VPN because the building literally has its own VPN, which is like, okay, it's maybe illegal, but then a freaking skyscraper can have VPN. Then, like, you know, the government is definitely perfectly aware of the fact that foreigners, foreign companies, and with that being said, also some Chinese people, probably more and more Chinese people, use VPN. It's not hard to get it, it's not expensive, it's not difficult. All you need to know, if you need to know more, then Google it. Okay, now I have to like pull my shit together and start working. All these people already must think I'm like fucking big weirdo. Actually, you know what? I feel like if I would put my camera on a freaking piece of wood in a coffee shop in Copenhagen and start filming myself, people would like go nuts. And here in China, like, they don't care that much. Like, that's what I love about Chinese people. I feel like you really can be weird in China. Like, they don't really care. They would like look at you for a second and then they go like look who's here. Nina. Nina, can I interview you? Did you know what VPN was before you came to China?
Well,
you can say no. I don't think I even thought about it before I came to China, to be honest. I mean, like 5 years ago, I like literally never thought about China. It's 8 p.m. I'm done with work for today and I'm heading home. So tired. I've been sitting down for hours researching South Africa's luxury market, so it was a pretty good day. I'm so obsessed with South Africa, like I just really want to go there. If China will stop blocking all these sites and all these apps, Chinese sites will have to all of a sudden compete with the Western sites and Western apps and Western, not only Western, just like international in general. And it's all about, I mean, money and business and all that. And I'm actually really surprised that I haven't really read anything online about it, you know? And I think it's the same everywhere in the world. It's all about the money. And it's funny because sometimes I think, especially in the West, we have this tendency to just portray China as a very scary and foreign place where they just think so differently to us. But at the end of the day, they're not. Like, all these companies, all these sites, they want to make money. For them, it's beneficial that they don't have to compete with international sites and international companies. So I think that's how this whole system is, you know, kept. To be honest, according to me, I might be wrong, not an expert, I don't think it's a very sustainable thing. I don't think they will be able to block these sites forever. Even if they will, more and more people travel. As I said, China is an open country and they're very much aware of what's going on. I talk so much that my camera just died, so I think this is a sign for me to shut up and go home. If you have any questions about internet in China and all this, and even if you have any other questions about China that I could maybe possibly answer, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching and I see you soon.